Afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Let's get the banner on. Get Benji's banner on straight away today. Straight in with the banner today. Let's turn my volume back down again because it was a bit loud yesterday, wasn't it? Hey, a bit loud, a bit distorty. That should be better for you. All good. How are we all doing then? No banner. You've got to have the banner, Benji. You love the banner. Right. Let's have a look down through. Well, we did have Derek Taffman in probably about 2 days ago, actually. So Derek was at least a day premature. So Derek definitely gets the first in today. Video Monkey, afternoon Video Monkey. Derek's there. Daniel Russell. Hi, Daniel. Listening in while working. It is hot here. I got the shorts on today and I got the windows open and it's still hot. Hi George, good morning to you. Derek's trying to get his inverted V up today. Good stuff. For some reason my ATU is not tuning my inverted L at the moment and I don't know why. I've had it apart and there's nothing wrong with it, so that's to be continued. Michael Hyde, how are you? Man Cave Workshop, hey up Sean. David Roberts, afternoon David. Chris Brown, hi Chris. Andy Beck, hi Andy. Bretsky's there, he's in the background whilst pretending to work. Am I going to be polishing my wood later? No. Hi Benji, how are you? Superbike rider. Prinhaunathar. Prinhaunathar to you as well. Oh dear. My Welsh is lovely. Cody's afternoon, bonjour monsieur. Comment allez-vous? Hi Darren, how are you? ZX, I'm a sucker for punishment. Must be. Hi Ron Thompson, how are you? Cyberflyer, afternoon Cyber. Hi Barry. Doug McCartin. 5 degrees and rainy. Whoa, very cold, Doug. Hi Rob. Rob Titheridge, how are you? I think I've got everybody. Is it mallet time for Sean? Brother Bretsky. Is he Russian? Hi Rob. In the middle of refurbishing a battery charger. Wow. I've been up to not a lot today, to be fair. It's been one of those days. Just haven't been able to get it going today. I say started off, turned the HF radio on and that was playing up, so we'll turn that off again. Jumped on a 2-meter net. Got a half an hour or so there. Then went out and got the aerials up. Not got the aerials up, got the aerials out the back of the shed. The 2-meter 70 sems and 5-meter vertical. Sorted that. So yeah, scissor cut. It's going to be soon. It's going to be soon, Paul. It's going to be soon. We're having disastrous results trying to obtain some WAL clippers. My latest order has gone astray. Can't find it anywhere. A refund for you, sir. Thank you very much. I don't want a refund. I just want the bloody clippers. So cut me hair. Oh well, you know, you got to bang on, haven't you? Thanks for bringing it up though, Paul. It's nice of you, mate. Ponytail. I can have a bloody good Mohican. I can get a good old spike on top, I reckon. There you are. So hope you've all got your cider ordered up. I'm nearly out of the general and I'm back on it again today. Because, you know, it's that time of year, I think. Yeah, the postman's got lovely short hair. Postwoman. I'm not saying anything. Good George, hippie. Oh dear, if I didn't gel it back I wouldn't be able to see. Do you ever sell your radios on eBay? I tend to sell them from my website, Ron. And how much would it be to find a Roberts tube type radio? The postage, I think the last time I posted to the US was about 25 quid. I don't know what's that, about $40, something like that. So it's not out of the way really. So yeah, let me know what you want, Ron. I'm sure we can sort you something out. The Sanford sale, yeah, that was on the other day when I put the ad up, George. I can't publicise them too much. I've got no shares in it. Well, I ought to have shares in it, the amount of stuff I drink. So yeah, today's about carrying on with the... let's get rid of Benji's banner. We'll see if we can sort you out another one in a minute, Benji. It's about trying to finish off the Dynatron Atlantis. Well, electrically finish it anyway. So that's the objective today. Try and get this tricky RF module done. FM RF module. And then onwards to the amplifier. And then finito, hopefully. Just I was sort of preparing, and my desoldering tool needed a service again as usual. So I think I've reused the filter enough times now. So I just need to pop another filter in that one. That's what I'm doing at the present. I think Ron is more after like probably the Valve portable sets, Paul. You know, the Roberts R66, is it, and 55, sort of this type of thing. Pull it out, like, yeah, like that sort of thing, Ron. Valve portable set. I mean, that one's in bits at the moment because I think that we pinched some bits off of it to fix another one I was looking at. Something like that, I think Ron was after, Paul. Not sure what that one is now. I think it's an R66. That's the sort, isn't it? Website is Radiocruncher.com. Ron. So Radiocruncher.com. You should be able to find me easy enough. Even if you Google Radiocruncher, my website should come up. There's not really a lot on it at the moment for sale, because every time I put something on there for sale, someone buys it and I've got to then restore it. So I've got a lot of repairs in at the moment, so I haven't advertised anything on there for a while. There is a couple radios still on there for sale. But no Valve radios. So I'm just putting my desoldering tool back together, because we're going to need this one in a minute. Sounds like the rooks are out there playing up. Right, so let's get on the bench then. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's crack on. I've got the chat up in front of me. I've got the solder in front of me. Webcam's fired up, so we can go across to that. Let's get the main camera on. And this is what we're going to be working on. The dreaded module. It's not a Mullard module. It's one that Dynatron have very kindly designed for us. It's not very user friendly. Now, where's my wet wipes gone now? Oh, they're over there. We've just got a load of lead deposits on the bench. So I'm going to fire the desoldering tool up, because we are definitely going to need that one. Again, apologies for the noise, but it's not too bad actually with this particular mic. It's a lot worse on my lapel mic, which I must get done. There. Let's get rid of that rubbish. So, anyway, cheers everybody. Hope you're all staying safe and everyone's well. Hi Theo. Rooks, yeah. Did I say hi to you, Theo? Apologies if I didn't, mate. I do try and include everybody, but you know. Right, so that's warming up. Soldering irons up to temperature. Let's get this thing off. Cheers, Daniel. Bars open, people. Good to go. Okay, one module. And a tricky little devil it is as well. I've got to refresh my memory as to how difficult it is to get this thing apart, because they are very difficult. So we've got to undo those two brass nuts. And in underneath those little brass nuts there's a spacer as well that's got to come out. Pillar nuts, I suppose you call it. Let's leave them in there. There's also two rubber spacers that hold it on and a load of wires. I think we can probably get it off without worrying too much about the wires. So I think what we'll do to start with, let's turn the soldering iron up a bit because we're going to need a bit of heat with this. Let's pop that up to say 360. I'm going to tin these connections. I think there's 4, there may be another one, but we'll soon find out when we start trying to desolder them. Hi Mike, how are you? Bit late, has been on the phone. Got your San Miguel ready? Ideal. Light seems quite a long way away. That's better. So I'm just popping some fresh solder down in here just to help to suck it out in a minute. Got a diode right beside it there. Right. Your Weller would handle that, would it? This one will easily handle it, Benji, but you can sort of walk the board off, but what you need to do is get rid of most of the solder first if you can. That's where the desoldering gun comes in. I've got my transistor ready because the whole purpose of this is to get rid of this transistor here, which is an AF115, and I've tested this one already and I've got good gain on that one, so shouldn't be any issue. So I'm not too bright, is it? Yeah, that's fine. Right, let's just have a look, see if we can get our newly serviced desoldering gun in and clear out some of this solder. Come on. See, it's just not man enough to melt the solder this, and it's at 480 degrees, allegedly. So I'm going to use a soldering iron to help melt it. And this one. Yes, nozzle's not quite big enough to go over these spikes. Right. Let's shut that one up. Does my head in, that does. See if we can get this thing moving at all. Can't remember, there's another one that's hidden away here somewhere that I'm missing, but I think it is just those four, but there's only one over this side of the board. I'm gonna have to get my monster soldering iron tip on. Excuse me for getting my head in the camera. Ooh. Get out. Let's get the big guns in. This will melt it. A proper high capacity tip should do the job. Hey Chris, how you doing? Busy, unable to chat. Still trying to sort that trio receiver, Chris. You might find someone in here is knowledgeable on the trio. Is it trio 9R receiver? The problem is these spikes that come up through this board are actually part of the tuning cap. Make sure there's not another screw or something I've missed. Nope. Literally is just a bit of brute force and soldering. Hey, Sean's in with the first super chat. Turn that up a bit higher. Let's go 380. 380. Moving. We are moving. We're moving. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ah, got the beast. We've got the beast. Make sure we don't lose those. And also, for some reason, they put 2 star washers in here as well, which have got to go on. So, although it's tricky to get apart, it's tricky to put back together again as well. 2 little star washers, look. One there. And they sit on top of this, and then the brass bit sits on them, and then the screw goes through. It's a nightmare. Right, let's get this one out then. The board's not marked here either. I've obviously decided where the shield was. So if I just do myself a little diagram. What a git to get off that is. You need some severe heat to get them off. Tried to order some cider on Tuesday, but the one that I wanted is out of stock. I must have had it all. 20% off first order. Yeah, you're right, Mike. Hi, Cyberflyer. Have I tried Aspel ciders? Yes, I have, yeah. Right, let's fire the desoldering tool up while that's let's put that back up to normal temperature for a minute. So you can see that these 2 spikes in the middle are actually a huge great plate in the middle of the tuning cap. Be careful, because if I pull it too much, these wires here will come off. Hopefully that gives you a better view of what's in underneath. What a game. So yeah, that's your 4 fixing points. You've got these 2 big spikes here, and there's 2 solder points on these insulators. So what we'll make sure we do before we put it back together is just take all the solder off of those so it slips in nicely over the board. Right, let's mark this off. So it sort of goes like that. So that is the shield, collector, base, emitter. Let me just double check myself, just in case. Stay up there. It's difficult. I can't find my little bit of paper. It's got to be this one, though. I'm sure it's collector, shield, base emitter on those anyway. So collector is blue. The base is green. Emitter is yellow. It's black. So we'll double check that. You're going to do at least 4 Bavarias tonight. They're nice. They're nice though. I know they're alcohol-free, Brett, but they are nice. You ordered 40 litres. Christ, George. Mental. I know that the stuff, the straw and oak that we get is now it's now on offer for 40 quid. It's 15 quid off, I think it is. And it's cheap. Hell of a cheap. Right, desoldering tools up to temperature. Let's get this one out. Let's not mess about. Shield one cut off was up here, I think. £20 off. Whoa. That's very good, George. Not that we've got any affiliation with them. I did mean to put some where are you? Is that you there? That's it. There we go. Right. Let's turn that racket back off. So let's just make sure that that's the right way round. We know that's the shield. Just going to put it on my analyzer. Analyzer? Is it an analyzer? I suppose it is. Component tester. So go blue, green, red. Oh God, it's reading it as a Zener diode, isn't it? Which is strange because this is working. It was. I'm sure it's collector, shield, base emitter on these. Yes, it is. Collector, shield, base emitter, so I was right. So shield, collector, emitter. I'm just putting the little coloured sleeves back on the legs here, just because it makes it look pretty, doesn't it? Bit of a squeeze though. Right. So shield collector's right, base is the green, and then the yellow. It's just like that. Ha! They've all fallen off! They've all fallen off! Dear oh dear. That was going to happen, wasn't it, Graham, you fool? So hope everybody's doing well. Apologies to those that are working at the moment that can't join us. I don't think this this sleeve idea is very good, you know. It's a little bit different with the AF115 because there's much longer legs on it. So shield, collector, base, emitter. I think we're in. I think we're in. Let's solder it quick before it decides to go into oblivion. Mike, sorry for putting me through it. Oh, no worries, mate. I knew you'd been after one for a while, so when I managed to get hold of one, I thought it's Mike's. Bit over the top this, but you know. Right, we are there. This is the one that I was looking forward to the least, to be fair, but a lot of people leave these and don't bother with them, but you can try snipping them from above. Let's wick the solder off of these in a minute. Let's turn the heat back up. Yeah, I'm getting low on cider. I need another cider order pretty damn quick. PDQ. I need a PDQ cider order. Not as much as I need a haircut though, before anybody else reminds me. Right. Just taking the solder out of that one because it's still not fully desoldered. I'd prefer it cold, Sean. The problem is you can't get one of those boxes in the fridge. But what they have got is they've got a little compartment in the back. You break it open and you can slide ice blocks in there. So just something to look out for. If any of you order those, they do make provision for you to stick an ice block in there, which I thought was very nice of them. There's still a bit of solder blocking that one. Right, so they're back on. As I say, the tricky bit is getting these back on. So you've got to put that in. You've got to put the little brass spacer on. Hopefully you can still see what I'm up to, can't you? Maybe I'm a bit close. And maybe a bit bright. There we go. That's probably a bit better. Right, so I've got to put the little brass spacer on, the little star washer. Then I've got to keep that on. Got it. That's the first one. Let's get the spikes lined up. Then we're going to get the next one in. Ah. Come on, go on. Yes, yes. He's only got him. Oh, that's a relief. Right. So very sparingly with the flux, because you don't want a load of flux going down in the tuning cap, because you're soldering the tuning cap. Let's go a bit hotter. Cheers, Sean. You've got to get these seriously hot. Just going to catch them first, and then I'm going to go over them again. Well, I've got my soldering iron set at 380 there, and it's dumping the heat back down to 350 as soon as I'm touching it. So it is it's a large heat sink on these. Yeah, got that one. You can tell when they go really because the solder will just get sucked into the joint. Wow, I need a drink after that. Hi Gary. Cheers Gary. I need a drink after that. That is done. And it didn't take that long. Surprised. Right. Let's get these back on the right way around. And we're going to test it once again. What's going on now? You do not want to be taking that off too many times. You do not want to be taking that off more than once. Have you done yours yet, Andrew? I know you were dreading it. I think you were of the opinion it was working. It was your set, so you were going to leave them. You don't need to do the other one in there, it's only the AF115. The other one is in a different style can and doesn't suffer from the tin whiskers. I think it's an AF118 or something like that. I am pleased to have done that one, trust me. Right, well the proof of the pudding is in the tasting, as they say. So let's get the chassis back up and see if that still works on FM. I hope to God it does. It might be going out the window, Alice. You never know. You never know. You never know. So I did that to Sean's Atlantis, so it doesn't need to be done on that one. Every one I've done, I've got that module out, but certainly not a nice thing to have to do. That one did go, touch wood, fairly straightforward. It's like anything, I suppose. It's like the modules. Once you've done a couple or a few, they do get easier. $18 volts.
One is that it's much more privacy protecting, because all it really says is which phones your phone has been near.
Already, and
there's no real reason why the information about whose phone that was and where you were needs to go to anybody else.
When you say decentralised, so in other words, what?
All that. So the dad makes an official looking letter from the Prime Minister, like ones that have been sent out. And it starts off, you know, all kind of like, thanks to parents and carers for all you're doing, and, you know, it's stuff.
Preparation, it's all in a step-by-step guide. It's like 5 steps of what you need to do. And then when you're in that position, you've got everything ready, go through, do the same. As I said, it's available 24/7, so you know you have to do it sort of for 3 weeks.
7 days a week, be like.
Yes. Oh yes. What a beauty. I might keep hold of this one, Mike. I might keep hold of this one. It's a nice one. It's nice. It's my very poor Borat impression again. It's nice. I love Borat. Right, okay, no, we don't need that one now. The chassis, he finished, gone, done. Chassis is done. We need to get on and get the amp sorted next. So, quick picture of all wire connections. Not a video, picture, Graham. Nothing else I'm likely to pull off. We'll take a picture of those. Picture of that one. Yeah, bent flywheel shaft. I see. Yeah, bent flywheel shaft does need sorting. ZX. I can't leave it. I just can't leave it. It's one of those things though, if I snap it, I might be talking to our machining expert about building another one. But let's not preempt it breaking, shall we? These screws have been out before. It doesn't look like any work's been done there. Yak smash. Save a hair off the inside case where it rubs is your suggestion. Yeah, I don't like a wonky wheel. I don't like the wonky wheel, Sean. There he is. One Dynatron Atlantis amplifier. She blows. Right. Shall we get that annoying shield off, or can we get away with that? I think we can get away with that, taking that shield off. It's horrible in here though. I'm going to need to just whip this downstairs a minute, just give that a blowout, because it's full of yuck. Full of yuck. So I'm just going to go down. So actually I might just stick it out the window here. I'll stick it out the window, hang on. Close it, probably blow it back in. There we go. It's looking a bit healthier. That's looking a bit healthier. It's looking a bit healthier. Right, let's chuck my ugly mug back on there. No, wrong button, Graham. Yes, that's better. Yes, Andrew has quite a nice little collection of these, as has Mr. Cody's. Right, I'm just going to have to turn the noise on again. Let's change soldering iron tips. We'll get that one in. We don't need the beast anymore. Oh, that's a cracking soldering iron tip though. It's made easy work of that. It wasn't that easy last time I did one, I know that. In fact, the last two that I've done weren't that easy. Let's turn that down again. Right, what have we got here then? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by the looks of it. Yeah, 7 caps. I mean, what is going on with that? What is going on with that, look? Why haven't they soldered that in straight? See that little transformer there, audio transformer? It's real. Why haven't they soldered that straight? I daren't solder it in straight, because you bet your life that if I put that straight, it'll interfere with something, the case won't go back on, or they must have soldered it on the slant like that for a reason. Surely. Oh well. Right, how are we doing? No, desoldering tool still not up to temperature yet. I just like the noise it makes. Friday afternoon job on the transformer, you reckon? Friday afternoon set, you think? Okay, I think these are marked, these boards, so it makes it a little bit easier. This one looks like quite a large cap. It's probably 330 or 470, could be a 680 even. This is a Friday afternoon desoldering gun as well. I think Paul had the right idea when he got a brand new gun for his. Might be getting to that stage of me. I have got another element yet though, to be fair. In fact, I've got another 2 elements. See, it's not even, I mean, it's set at 450 degrees. It's not even melting the solder on it. There we go, soldering on at 340 degrees. No problemo. Useless. I don't know whether it's this solder thing again, because this solder's going very crystalline again. The other day when I did it, it's desoldered fine once I'd reflowed it. So let's do that in a minute. Let's try that. Bit of glare there. This is fighting all the way, this one. You don't want to come out. He does not want to come out. You're out. Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't desolder very well, but there you go. So filter on the base unit clean. Yeah, there's no problem with the suction, Sean. It's just literally not heating it up enough. So this one's a 470 at 10 volts. No need to chuck an axial back in there, really. I don't know what I could do. Just make it look pretty, I suppose. We've got 470. 470. Same length, that's 40 volts, mind you, that's 10 volts. 40 volts is a bit over the top, let's go 25 volts. Fixed desoldering tool, yeah, it needs another element, I think, George, to be fair. It's a godsend, and when it's not working properly, it's a pain in the ass. Pardon my French. Spanky! Work consumed you. Consumed you, Spanky. Got Spanky the Volve man now. Anyone's seen Spanky's latest videos? I was hoping for some fire, Spanky. You promised us smoke and I saw none. Disappointed. We all wanted a smoker, but it wasn't to be. It's a red herring. You led us in under false pretenses. Right, am I happy with that one? Yeah, it's good. Right, let's do that one. There, see if these will come off. Let's wait for it to get up to temperature. There was smoke, Spanky, was there? I didn't see smoke. You're still working now. I missed the smoke, Spanky. I missed the smoke. It's bad when you've got to get your soldering iron in to help your desoldering tool out, isn't it? That's that one. Let's get this one done while we're in here as well. It is the solder on this, I think, you know, more than anything. Yeah, I don't remember it smoking, Spanky. I will have to revisit that then, because I thought it was just working. Right, let's get those two out, because one's in the way of the other, really. Okay, that was not marked, but the positive is at the front. UF 6.4 volts. UF. These are 100 volts, aren't they? And that's 10 UF. 100 volts. $25 volts. Is that right? 100 UF, 25 volts. This is a positive at the front. Hey Ron, maybe it has lead free? No. No, 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 no. I don't think they had lead free back in those days, Ron. But it is like that, to be fair. Oh, that stinks. I don't know what solder or flux or whatever it is they used on these boards, but it's not nice. That's that one. It's the one in behind then, so I can get that one out. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I've mullered that one getting it out. So this one we've got the negative at the front. positive at the back. I can't read what that says. Yeah, I think you're right, Doug. I don't know whether that's 160 or 180. Let's have a look at the manual. It's marked on the board C7. C7 160. What have we got that's near 160? 220, 150. Pardon me. $150. 220. So, do we go 150 or do we go 180? I think we ought to go 180 personally. $180 or $150? That's the question. I thought I had some 160s somewhere, but not that it matters amazingly, really. Go for the Eric Bristow, the 180. Let's go with the 180. Bit of a stretch. Haven't got any 180 axials. I don't even think they do a 180 in an axial. Afternoon driver shortwave driver films shortwave. Just call you driver for short. Can you see what I'm up to still here? I'm sort of moving around all over the shop, aren't I? To be fair, I mean, 150 is still within the spec of it. 180 is a bit higher, but they always reckon to go higher rather than lower. I think that's a general consensus. Confucius. Right. Okay, 3 down, 4 to go. This one is very, very friendly with the 2 driver transistors. Look, see him? They almost made a frame over the top of him. Look at these. Get off, leave him alone, bullies. Right, so we've got the orange wire connected to the negative. I think we'll add a fresh bit of solder, because that looks pretty manky as well. And we'll test these on the ESR tester in a minute, although I've mullered a couple of them. It does smell funny, that ain't normal. What have they used with that? Yeah, a lot of the old ones were -10 +50. That's why I tend to go higher, because I think you used to be able to get away with 50% high, but they didn't like them more than sort of 10% low, if you know what I mean. Right, so we've got the positive forward on this one, positive at the front, and that is a very warm, another 160. They've done this deliberately, haven't they? Another 160. What's the voltage on this one? 2.5 volts. So what's this one? 16 volts, 180. I said positive 4, didn't I? Must remember to join that resistor leg back on. You are doing dangerous stuff with the valve, Spanky. We're proud of you. So really, once this is done, all that's left is the case. I mean, I really can't do a live stream on the case, so we're going to have to think up of something else for the next live stream. But don't worry, I will show you the finished product once it's all been cleaned up and Danish oiled, or whatever I do to it. I Danish oiled the last one, and that turned out very nicely. So I'll probably do the same with this one. No, it just doesn't like this solder, this desoldering gun. The soldering iron's fine with it. Get off. That was already had 2 elements, Doug. I have done a video on it, Doug. Or at least I think I have. I did lose some videos, so it might have been one of the lost ones. So that's a 125, and it's negative to the right. A 125. So we're going to stick a 120 in there, I think. How many volts is that one? 16, 120. Because 5 ohms. 5 ohms? 5 ohms? Come on, help me, boys. 5 microfarads is not going to hurt. 5 ohms, dear oh dear. I can't see. I should have took this top off really, but I'd have had to undo all the output transistors, and it's a bit of a bind, so I'm nearly there. Got it. Please don't take my top off. George, what are you saying? Okay, 2 left to go, not 1. So we're still going. How's that man? I don't know who that is. Bear with me. Right, glad I picked that call up actually. That's my oil delivery company really messing me about. Everyone's messing me about at the moment for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but you know. Obviously I have done something to deserve it. Wheeler dealer in. Yeah, I've just had a phone call from the heating oil company. Basically, the price of oil, as probably a lot of you know, has really dropped recently. Now, I ordered some oil and they said they couldn't get it to me for probably about 3 weeks. I said that's fine. I'm not in an urgent rush because I've still got some left, but you know, get me in the queue. And in a week or so, the oil price absolutely went through the floor. So I rung them back up. I said, look, I still haven't had my delivery yet, but the price has gone right down. I'd like to reorder on the new price, please. They weren't very happy, but they did it. But what they haven't done is cancelled the order. So I've had my fuel delivery, and they just rung me up to arrange for my fuel to be delivered tomorrow. But I've already got it, and they still got my money from the first lot. So they owe me 280 odd quid, which is not brilliant. So hopefully that will now reappear very quick in my bank. I haven't been messed about left, right and centre at the moment. I don't know what it is at the moment. So 12.5 microfarads. So stick a 15 in there. Hi Aston, how are you? But believe it or not, in the space of 2 weeks, the fuel was £100 cheaper. £100 cheaper, and they were saying, well, you know, you've ordered it. I said, you can refund that and I'll have it at the new price, please. Very, very much, thank you. So yeah, 100 quid I saved by ringing up and saying, hang on, it's gone down. So yeah, I was wondering where the hell my refund was as well, because they've had it for nearly a month. Well, they've had it for over a month now, my money, and not refunded it. So but there you go. Just finished doing a load of DAB radios and recovering a Roberts RD60, now suffering with a migraine. I'm not surprised, Aston. But what have you done to the DAB radios? Have you replaced the DAB modules in them? Are you able to get the DAB modules? So obviously the RD60 is a DAB radio. And welcome, Aston, by the way, if I didn't already say that. So for those of you that have joined us recently, we are recapping the amp board at the moment on the Dynatron Atlantis. Oh. Yeah, I mean the price has dropped even further since I reordered it, but I'm not going to reorder it again. I mean, they were real shirty with me when I asked for it at the lower price, and they said, oh, you're going to have to go back in the queue, you'll have to wait. A bit of a Barney with him. But what they didn't do is cancel my first order, so I think I've still had the first order on a cheaper price. Unlucky. So, yeah. So if I'd had them delivered tomorrow, they would have charged me twice. One at the old price and one at the new. Crazy. So I think as that is the very last one, I can turn that racket off now. Oh, that's much better. I can hear myself talk now. Just generally, nobody was buying fuel, I think, because we're all in lockdown, ZX, and obviously they can't get rid of it, so they're selling it cheaper. I think it went from £1.46 a litre. I don't know. It basically went down 100 quid anyway, my 500 litre order. Right, let's get rid of some of this flux, but I think that is job done. Now they've really sealed up the adjustment there for the quiescent current, so I'm not going to touch that. Yes, nail varnished to high heaven. I've not touched the output transistor, so we shouldn't need to touch that. We'll see what it sounds like, what sort of current it's drawing, but I think it was okay. Better put those transistors back where they were. So a quick look over that for dry joints. Look at the dog out the back. She's going a bit mental at the moment. Can you hear her? Very nice, no problems. Use the old isopropyl and toothbrush method on this. What's that, Paul? The interference filter cap has just exploded on your brand new Raycor millivoltmeter. Really? Hoo-hoo. Most DAB stuff is missing data lines and surface mount power supply lines. Ooh, sounds complex. Sounds complex, Aston. Cheers, Sean. No video. Interference. What do you mean no video, Sean? Oh, no video of it blowing up. Right, got you. Oops. Gotta be careful to get that on my t-shirt. Right, that is done, a done deal. Let's get myself sorted out and tidied up, and then we'll get this back together and give it another try. It's a known problem with them, Paul, is it? I take it the set is still usable. Well, it's repairable, Paul, is it? I'm assuming if it's just a cap gone in it. Bit naughty if they've sold it with that problem there. Let's test these caps, shall we? We got a couple bits of insulation. So a bit of test these, and I've got all this muck on my hands, so let's get the old hand wipes out. Hey Powell. You can undress if you repair it yourself. I give you a refund. Oh, dear. That's a small price to pay for a refund undressing, Paul. Come on. We'll all undress for refunds. Brilliant. Now that's good of him though, Paul, really, to be fair, because end of the day, you know, I don't know what you pay for it, but it's easier than them having to pay to have it back, and then having to pay someone to fix it if they can't fix it themselves. But yeah, it's good of them to give you a full refund, or partial refund maybe, but good stuff. There's my hand wiping bag. Now the last 50 pieces are left, and you can see that another defective noise filter was installed in them. Is that right across the positive and negative then, Paul? Part rest. Right, let's try these then. So I did think that these were a little bit dry. Let's have a look. $400 microfarads. How are we doing for time? We've still got plenty of time left yet. What do you reckon? Come on then, Brett. You're the expert on these. 400 microfarads. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's gone high, low, medium? It's one I've squashed there, so that's not really a fair shout, is it really? But, no. I've mullered a resistor there as well. I've just gone and got all that stuff all over my hands again. One of the resistors got bent when I was pulling the cap out there just now, so make sure it's not shorting out on itself. Fine. I've just got all that stuff all over my hands again. The flux is horrible. You sat there naked waiting for it to repair itself. 700 we reckon. Whoa. 480, 500, 560, 710. This is in the amplifier, so usually if they go wrong, they do go wrong fairly bad. So that we ready? 420. 452. Who's got it? Brett and Driver, you're very close. I can't do the maths. It's not bad though, is it? 452. What did I put back in there? 470. This is actually better than the one that I put in. That is a good cap. Let's try our 180 then. What are we reckoning on the 180? No, sorry, the 160. The 160, come on. 160 then. 160, final answer. $300. Sean's going nearly 100% over. Could be. Could well be. $161, 125. $156 for Benji. Whoa. $210, 177. So we're thinking not gone a massive amount higher then. Apart from Sean. Sean thinks it's gone huge higher. I'll take the money. Yeah, you haven't won nothing yet to take the money though, ZX. The moors are on fire again. Let's go then. 184. 184. Theo 177. I think it's Theo. I think it's Theo. 184. Let's crack on with these other ones then. So 125. $187, that was high. $100. 107, pretty good. They're not bad, these, to be fair. You know, for an amplifier, it's not had a hard life. Another 160 then. $200. Not a million miles out. What are these here? These are these weird size 12.5 microfarads. 12.5. 15. Ooh, ESR's a little bit high. Other one, same again, 12.5. 14. High ESR on those two, but not mental. So none of those really were that bad, were they? Right. Cider's getting low. Cider's getting low. Okay. Let's just rest that one in because I need to clean this out really. Let's get my picture up so I know which wire goes where. So red and green is that. Red and green, red and red. Red and red. Single brown. Oh, hang on. Single brown. That's a double brown. Let me get this the right way around, otherwise it's going to really sound bad. Right. Let's put that on there. I lost track of how many times I've connected this radio up now. Dozens of times. Okay, that's looking good. Let's see if we can turn it around so you can actually listen to it a bit better, because as I say, it's a little bit distorted when you listen to it back, and it's purely because the microphone's not in the correct mode. So let me sort that out for you a minute. Zoom out a bit because you're in way too close. So look at what our audio's doing. So have we got a noise gate? We've got a noise gate, and we've got the compressor. So let's take the compressor off. And we'll take the noise gate off as well. Equalizer, I've got the equalizer on as well. So let's take the equalizer off as well. Let's take everything off, and let's see what it sounds like. Let's see what it sounds like. Well, let's assume first of all that the thing's going to work. That'll be good, wouldn't it?
We usually drink, usually dance, usually bubble. Usually drink, usually dance, usually bubble. We usually drink, usually dance, usually.
Stay home and stay safe.
We've created step-by-step guides to help you set up online and mobile banking,
Which is safer and easier than you may think. But for those that really need to see some...
Important, going back to the beginning, that we all keep firm.
Usually dance, usually bubble. You stay, got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly. Never. Magic, baby.
Is a swab test for the presence of the virus. The second type is a blood test to show who has previously had the virus. Swab testing is currently our main focus because relatively few people have had the virus at this point in the pandemic. Swab tests can tell us what treatment a patient should receive when they come into hospital, who needs to be care service, and which key workers who are currently self-isolating.
Un rompecabezas, pero pa' montarlo aquí tengo la pieza. Oye, despacito, quiero respirar. I don't even know you. This is where we're
is mental. Oh dear, oh dear. That sounds fantastic. Well, there you are. The rest really is just cosmetics now. It needs a blimmin' good clean. I've got to dust it all off and sort out that tuning wheel, or the counterbalance for the tuning wheel. Polish the dial plate. Refinish the timber. Fit some new knobs. Sort out this blimmin' chrome stuff. So still got a fair bit of work left in it, but really it is all cosmetics now, and as I say, I'm not geared up to do that on the camera really, because I'd need to take it outside to do most of that. This here is a pain in the neck to reassemble. So there you are. Any of you that are thinking about getting an Atlantis, that hopefully will have given you a good insight into what's involved in doing one, because it ain't easy. We had that real head scratching moment with the AM detector diode that totally threw me, and I'm sure it threw a lot of you as well. But got there in the end. A bit of head scratching and reading through the manual, and I did eventually get it sorted. So there we are. That did sound good, didn't it? Did sound very good. Handle, no, it's not on this one, Sean. It is on mine. But yeah, it's not on this one. It just needs it needs wire wooling off and recoating, because some of the coating's gone off. We've got a peg missing here. I'm not really sure what to do about that one. Ideally we need some more pegs turned, or I need to try and make something. So yeah, it just really is cosmetics now, but it's not bad. I think it's going to come up lovely once I've polished it. Thanks, Paul. Yuck. I don't know what's worse, the flux or the smell of that cleaning stuff. Thanks, Daniel. I say I haven't done any of this yet. None of this is done, but it will get done over the next week. That will get finished, and it will be winging its way up to Mike, hopefully. Certainly electrically it's done. Check the alignment, check the IFs, but I would not have thought it's got a lot wrong with that. It certainly sounds better than mine already, and I haven't done anything to mine. Let me just alter the mic. Excuse me. Let's get the mic settings back to voice settings. I've just got the compressor and the graphic equalizer set up for my voice, really. So there we go. that's voice back. But I know there was some discussion about it not sounding very good, but it's always sounded good, to be fair. It's just the microphone setting. So hopefully that little blast, especially with the old Despacitos, cracking tune, that certainly shook the room here anyway. So those pegs are chromed brass, easier to shape and polish up a suitable screw. Yeah, I think we'll do that, Andrew. I do need to get that done because, I mean, one has pulled out. This one is a little bit loose. Oh, look at those chickens. Can you hear those chickens over there? Yeah, so they need epoxying in. Video Monkey likes a good screw. Plenty here if you want some, Video Monkey. I've got a box full with your name on them. Oh dear. So that's that one done. As I say, the rest is cosmetic. I mean, in fact, the dial plate is very, very shiny. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, I've not done a lot to it, but there's hardly any scratching on that. It's in really good nick. These chrome pieces are all going to need wire wooling off. They're not very nice. But yeah, apart from that, it just needs a good clean, a polish, and then it'll be sorted. A pint of cider for me. Cheers, Sean. Which reminds me, I need to go and get another cider. Right, well, we've got an hour. We've got an hour. We've got an hour. Shall we do something else? I've got a box arrived today, but I'm going to leave that a couple of days, to be fair, because I know what's in it, and it's two more Sony radios to fix. We could have a look at one of my shortwave sets. I've got a little Roberts that I need to, well, I'd like to get fixed, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I just know it doesn't work. Can have a look at that one. I'll be very surprised if it's the same thing as the last one, but it might be. Half a pint, yeah. Cheers, Sean. I'm empty. Cider gone. He gone. Cider gone. So yes, we can go and get my little shortwave radio and have a quick overview of that. Maybe that's something we can play. And one more, Video Monkey. Thank you very much, mate. I suppose I better go and get another cider, am I? Thanks very much, Video Monkey. I hope you enjoyed that, mate. Obviously you did, because you've just shown your appreciation, so thank you very much, mate. Let me go get another cider a minute. Actually, I'll go and get the radio. You can have a look at it and see what you think. So I'm going to go and get my replacement cider, and you can let me know what you think this is. So obviously Roberts, it's in its own case, which is really nice to have that. It's not working. What is it? I think Mrs. Cruncher might be out with the dogs. definitely wants some feed, Mummy. They've got water, haven't they? Right, I'm back. So what do we think it is then? What do we think it is? It's definitely no, it's not a Texan in a Roberts case. No, it's not a Roberts R69 or 969. Mrs. Cruncher was downstairs. Thanks, Mike. Fantastic 3 days of streaming. It's radio, yeah. I need a bell to ring for a refill. I can tell you now, Doug, what would happen if I decided to ring down for a refill. It would come up round me left ear, I expect. Ah, now Doug's got it. It's a Sangean in disguise. It definitely is. Go on then, Paul. Go on. You can see the sort of size it is. Look, it's not a mini one. It's not a mini radio like the other one. Hi, Colin. R108. No, Aston. Oh, all right, Aston. Yeah. Get yourself in a dark room, mate. It is definitely a rebadged Sangean. Oh, come on, which one then? Which one, Paul? Chinese. You're not quite there, Paul. Come on. Yeah. You might got a number right. You've missed a letter possibly. If you can give me the Sangean model number of it, that's extra bonus points. Driver shortwave's not quite there. But he's on the right track with the ATS. No, the 404 was the last one I did, driver. This one's bigger. This one's probably another 50% bigger than the little 404. RP25A, yeah. Really, Andrew? You can see it's peeking at the top there, look. Come on, Paul, finish it off. Come on, Paul. You know it. It's one of those. Oh, you had it right first time. Ah, yes. Driver film shortwave has got the Sangean model number of this one. And Paul has got it, to be fair. He just missed out the R. And he couldn't make his mind up whether which one of the two it is. It's got the original book with this one as well, look. Although it's a bit squashed up in the case. But it is the Roberts R861. Pedantic. Well, you can't say two, Paul, and expect to get it. It's like giving me 5 different answers and one of them being right. It's an R861, and it's based on the ATS. No, it is the ATS 909. Paul did get it though. To be fair, Paul get it. We'll let Paul have that. So yeah, we've got the original book on this. I have got a service manual for this, which I managed to get from Sangean as well. But they are nice little radios. I like these. I do like these. There she is. Roberts R861. It's very similar to that little one, really. There's not much difference. It still hasn't got sideband on it, I don't believe. We got RF gain. There's a few more bells and whistles on this one. Wide and narrow. So I have repaired one of these in the past, and it was a real head scratcher, to be fair. It took me a long time to sort it. Took me a long time. Oh, is that a plane in here? No, a police helicopter. They're really out and about round Dartmoor at the moment. Quite rightly too. So there he is. Lovely little shortwave radio. So if you're into shortwave listening and you don't want to listen to the amateur bands, one of these is going to be just the job, really. They're not expensive to buy. You pick it up for less than 100 quid. You know, it's battery. It's got a little stand on the back. Only takes 4 AA batteries, which are easily obtainable. The battery compartment is manky in this one. Wow, it looks like someone's thrown up in the battery compartment. Woohoo! So that could be part of our issue. So it has got an external power socket in it, and it is 6 volts, center pin negative. So let's get a cable set up. Center pin negative, so double check that first. There we go, just make sure that is center pin negative. Always do this. I've done this and saved myself blowing up a radio on more than one occasion. Just get your meter out and just double check that it is right. Stick it on DC. So I'm looking center pin and negative. So if I put the negative in the center pin, that should come up with a positive reading. If it was incorrect, it would come up with a negative reading like that. So it definitely is center pin negative. So let's plug her in. So hopefully you can see that. Let's just get my picture-in-picture off for a second. Let's zoom into the screen. Okay, there we are. So you can see at the top we have got some action. That's the clock there by the looks of it. And the backlight's working. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the backlight is working. You can just about see it in the corner of the screen there. See it just popping on. It's difficult because my lead's not long enough really, but right. Now I've knackered my lead now, twisting it around. Yeah, this ain't the best of power leads, this it. I've fixed this before, but and now I've knackered it again. Let's have a quick look at my power lead. Let's turn it off first before I blow it up. Then we'll have a look, see why it's not working. Let's catch up with the chat then in a minute while I have a drink of my new pint of cider. I think I went for 50-50, Paul. Oh, these have got long wave as well, Clive, have they? Yes, you're right, yeah, that's got long wave. And no, the other one hasn't got long wave. So yeah, sure enough, we've got a broken off connector. These leads are rubbish. I want to try and power it up with this so I can monitor the voltage. Need to get myself a decent set of test leads made up, really. Can't test stuff without test leads, really, can you? Right, let's try again. Quick on the fly repairs. Now the light isn't working at all. Nor is the power. Bit tipsy with cider, Sean. Well, that's a bit bizarre because that was working just now. It's decided not to work now. The light's not working. My lead is definitely fine now. Unless it's popped. No, it can't popped anything. That's bizarre. My lead is reading the wrong voltage now. What is going on with this lead? So for that I've killed my multimeter. Hey, Wally C, how you doing? Let's see how easy it is going to be to get onto this. No, it ain't going to be easy. Okay, let's not mess about. Let's crack her open a minute. Let's crack her open. Where's me little protective mat thing gone? Oh, I've done that then. It was there. Oh, of course I've got the microphone on it, am I? Let's pop it down on that. I still want to scratch the front, so. can't really connect onto the battery clips because they're corroded, and that's not really a good indicator. The last one of these I did add an open circuit inductor to one of the ICs. Let's get down. Little baby one, nothing in there. It's got a crack in the corner there, so whether this one's been apart before or not, I don't know. I believe they just clip apart. It's not going to play ball, is it? Because it's live. Don't think that needs to come off all that one to get it apart, but I think that's all the screws. They're just snapped together now, I believe. It's like all this modern stuff that snaps together. It's more likely to snap apart than it is to snap together, isn't it? Just waiting for the wage slip driver. Have we got a sneaky screw here somewhere? No, it should come apart. Dodgy on that corner because it's going to snap. Needs a mallet, yeah. Needs the chief mallet man on this. This is a job for mallet man. There she blows. Once she cracks, you're in. Ow, 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 it's got my finger. Oh, you're naughty. Got it. Yeah, we've definitely got some battery damage down here. Right. So there's our positive, so we can get onto that. Looks a little bit a little bit corroded. That's our aerial, so let's just disconnect that one a minute. If I can find my Phillips. It might be that this just works. Well, they've glued that in. Let's just pull it off there. Yeah, look at the state of that connector there. Can you see that? Oh dear. This one's going to have a bit of a soak in the old vinegar. Look at that baby. Nice. Meaty. So sadly, this one's had batteries left in it. It's not killed the terminals though, but I don't know what it's done to the board. There's some components down there. There's some components down there. What's this? So we've got some surface mount components in that area. That's not good. Let me get what can we get? Yeah, it certainly is, Doug. But doesn't mean to say that we can't repair it, because these aren't like mental modern boards. It's fairly straightforward surface mount on it. Depends how far into the board it's got. Let's get some magnification on my head a minute. So it looks like we've got a transistor there, which is going to have come unstuck a little bit. Let me go and get a little bit of vinegar a minute. Bear with me. Just going to go get some vinegar and we'll stick a bit of vinegar on that, see if we can clean it up a bit. I don't think you're going out, puppies. The dogs are looking at me as if to say, what's going on? Are we going out? If we get a little cup to put the vinegar in a minute. Love the smell of that. Makes me want fish and chips. Yeah. Right, let's get a little paintbrush. What have we got here? So let's just put a little bit of this vinegar. You can see it fizzing that. Do these terminals while I'm at it. A little bit there, that looks like it's got corroded. It could well be Butch, and welcome Butch. I didn't see you there lurking, mate. I'm not going to try lighting it though, Butch. I don't think any components have lifted, and as I say, I have got a pretty good schematic for this one somewhere. Yeah, it's battery corrosion. You see it's fizzing here as well, so there's battery corrosion all around this area, but you can see the components starting to come through now. I don't want to rub any components off the board, but I think we're going to have to possibly replace some. Look at this, look how this is all foaming up here, look. The state of that. So we've got a transistor there which is almost certainly gone. Of course, there's the other side of the board as well to look at. Does smell like a chippy on a Friday night here, though. Because we can't go down the chippy. They're not. Well, I don't know if they open or not. Chippies. Certainly cleaned that terminal up anyway. Can see the board now. Let's have a swig of my cider. Cheers, everybody. Hi Dave, how are you? Your local chip is open limited hours, is it? Oh. The problem is we don't really want to risk going in anywhere at the moment if we can help it. So I'm just going to get you in on the overhead camera. We can have a closer look at this then. Right, there you go. Let's just get rid of me a minute. It's looking pretty corroded. Let me get my magnifying goggles on, and we'll have a bit of a pick at it. A bit of a pick and mix. Just need to fiberglass pencil it. Yeah, what I don't want to do, George, is fiberglass pencil a component off the board. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a pick around. I don't think we've lost any components. Bit more vinegar. See, there's some through holes there as well. So that corrosion is going to have gone through the board and out the other side, I think. I'd say this is not in for repair. This is just my radio, so just something I thought I'd pull out just to have a look at something else a bit different while we got a bit of time, because I finished the Dynatron a lot quicker than I thought I would. These are not microscopic SMD components, these are quite easily reworkable, so just trying to scrape off all the corrosion to see if we can get some points to test. That's looking a lot better. You can't really see that, can you? What have I done there? I've moved it that way, have I? There. So, let's have a closer look then. So we've got a transistor there. That is really corroded, and we've got a through hole there. There's almost certainly not a through hole any longer. I cannot see what that is. I think it's some sort of resistor, but it's coloured green. And that looks quite badly corroded as well. We've got another one there that looks badly corroded. We've got a through hole there. And a through hole there that's corroded. That looks corroded there. But it's not huge, it's only at the moment in this area. So I think this is more battery damage than it is component failure as such. Let's see if I can get any anything out of this resistor, transistor even. Stick it on diode. That's normally the collector there, so it's space there possibly. No, I think that one could be knackered. Could have a dodgy transistor there. Oh no. No, we have got life. Let's try it that way. Nothing that way. Let's try it the other way. No. So I think we're going to have to change that transistor. It's really badly corroded. This looks like a resistor. Oh, it's showing 1 meg. It could be a 1 meg resistor. So it's reading 5.8k now. I've scraped it off a bit. That one might be okay. Let's get the fiberglass pencil then and give it a going over, see what happens. How are we doing on the chat? Tea time. Tea time well, you see. Hi Mervyn. Ooh, this is crusty. It's got over on these components as well here. This is pretty crust as well. See, I thought resistors were brown, sorry, black on the circuit board, not green. But I can definitely see, a code on that one. So let's have a look with a bit of a better. It might be a voltage regulator. What, that first transistor, George? It could be. It could be. It's right on the negative negative terminal. Let's get the rest of this corrosion off here while I'm at it. Surprising how well vinegar cleans all this corrosion off. Oh, that's nasty in there as well. So I'm just let's zoom out a little bit. Oh no, I've got the wrong camera. So I'm just really going through this battery holder at the moment. There's some corrosion down here as well. So the battery terminal in there, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's absolutely hanging. It's very much got verdigris on it. It's verdigris right up. It wouldn't be a repair if I had no verdigris, would it? Oh, look at foaming. It's foaming. And we got corrosion here as well on the board. Not quite so bad as the other end, mind you, but still got corrosion. It's going to be a labour of love, this one, I think, isn't it? Basically, I'm going to have a play with a bit of SMD stuff again. I like a bit of SMD fun from time to time. I don't like to make a habit of it, although I have got an ICF 77 just come in for an SMD recap, I think, and another ICF 2001D. I really should say no to those, really, because they're a pain in the ass, but someone's got to do them, haven't they? Anybody else fancy doing some? Right. So I wonder if it's gone through the board. Through the board. So I'm back on the main camera now. Don't do that to my lovely radio. Who's drop kicking my radio? Okay, driver, catch you in a bit. So we're not going to be massively longer, people. We're going to go to half-past. Let's get a bit of isopropyl on some of this. Let's neutralise the vinegar. Nice. Right. Okay, magnification. Let's have a look, a bit closer look at this lot. Vinegar and all sorts in underneath there. Can't see. Clay pigeon. Oi! You haters! I don't know whether that reads 682. Yeah, 682, whatever the hell that is. 103. Ooh, we've got some corrosion on the pads there. Whatever that is pretty crusty. Right, we've got two boards here. Yeah, I remember this thing from last time. We've got two boards here sandwiched one on top of the other. So this is the processor board here with all the keys and that on it. This is the processor board with a display, and underneath there's the microprocessor. And this is the RFIF board in underneath here. So I think this is the one that's been hit, and I can see corrosion. Corrosion's even come through to the top here. But I still think personally it's salvageable. So it's certainly an eye-opener for people that leave their radios with batteries in. Take your batteries out, because it's a pig of a job to repair it once a battery's leaked into it. So I'm going to connect this up now. Now I've cleaned off all that corrosion. Let me think, how am I going to get onto that positive? Okay, so positive is there. Yep, okay. I'm going to connect it up. Going to need to connect a wire to there probably. Right. AliExpress, what are we on about now? What am I missing? What am I missing? Take the PCB out, there will be crud on the others. Yeah, I would do, George, but I'm just going to try it for now because we haven't got time really. Let's see if I can get any solder on this joint here. It's probably lead free. Where does Graham get all these radios from? I look for them on eBay. Who's that, Butch? I look for them on eBay that are not working, especially these ones, because I'm sort of trying to get myself into repairing some more modern stuff. So I look for ones that are not working or basically mega cheap. I think, well, it's good experience for me to try and fix them, because this is the way of electronics, unfortunately. So I did repair one of these for somebody once, and it was so involved that basically he just gave me the radio. Did I sell that, or have I still got it? I think I sold it actually. But yeah, when the cost of repair outweighs the value of the set, you've got to think, is it worth doing or not, really? But if I can buy them at a fairly good price and I can fix them and turn them around at a profit, then that's pretty much what I'm going to do, Butch. So that's my positive. So let's have a look. No, let's not worry about that for a minute. So I'm going to connect my positive first. I'm going to use Doug's wires. Positive is white. Negative. Let's cut that on. Let's see if we've got any life. Okay, we've got a battery working. Power. Whoa!
In hopes from COVID-19 have the right to be attended to and to receive end-of-life care, including
Well, it's not picking up FM because I've disconnected the aerial. Just connect the aerial. Let's make sure it's picking up FM. Let me think. Where was that to? Antenna there. Let's connect the antenna. So FM isn't working still. Although it's showing signal strength. I don't know what's going on there, but you know. Hi Jeff, how are you? See, that should be radio 2 there. So we've got something wrong with FM still. Looks like AM is alright. Long wave.
Ms. McGee told Television New Zealand it had been strange hearing updates about the patient on the news each day.
Medium wave. There is RF there, but stations aren't coming through. No. Nothing on FM. Is it a CB radio? I mean, it could be a CB radio. Now, am I on 100? So I'm on 100, so I should have classic FM there somewhere. Let me think, where are we? Around here? It's not going to be down around there. just looking for an FM signal somewhere. I need the circuit really, to be fair, but I'm just having a quick probe about. See, one of these chips is going to be our FM radio chip, really. Could be one of these that's been corroded. Okay, right, well, no point me randomly poking around. But you know, it's worth something to fill the time, see if we get it going. But I think I got it going partially, but we've definitely got some issues. You has returned, driver, have you? Right, I'm just going to finish up my cider, then we'll call it a day. Well, we won't finish it all, but Marius, good afternoon, Marius from Germany. How are you? So I've just had my head in the radio there. I was poking around, so. Yeah, you're right, George. George is saying anything that costs more than a tenner to buy is beyond economical repair. Pretty much right, George. You know, I don't pay for my own labour, really, so if it takes me 10 hours to fix this and I bought it for a tenner and I can sell it for like 80, 90 quid, then, you know, not too bad. But if someone sends it into repair, it just ain't worth it, to be fair. Just catching up with the chat a minute. Certainly got it working anyway. It just at the moment no FM on it, but it could be. It just needs putting back together possibly. I'll have to have a look at all the switches. There's a reset on it as well, so. You want one, Sean, do you? No problem, mate. They are lovely radios, actually, these 861s. It's based on the Sangean, well, it is the Sangean ATS 909. I don't think it's written on this side of the board, but one of the boards it's actually written on. But yeah, really nice radios. Certainly would recommend to get one if you can get one working. But look for that battery damage, because that's obviously done some problems. Done some problems? What on earth is that? That's not proper English, is it? It's caused some problems. Massive mud patch due to the dogs. They've been digging, have they, Spanky? Evening, Simon. How are you? I'm messing again with Simon with stuff that is going to like push my brain to the maximum. It's always good to challenge yourself, isn't it? If you do the same problems on the same radios all the time, then it gets a bit boring. Cheers, Derek. Catch you soon, mate. So really, if no one's got anything else, then we'll call it a day till Sunday. I don't think I've got nothing that's going to really bring me on any sooner than Sunday. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet Sunday, but I'm sure I'll find something, as per usual. So, yeah, I think Simon's right. Good to push yourself. So, you know, the more complex and harder radios that you work on, the better you get at the easier stuff, really. Although sometimes stupid things catch you out. Okay, ridiculous things. So, there you go. Okay, everyone, I'm going to call it a day now. I'm going to be looking out for satellites later, about 9:30 again, I think, somewhere around there. I'll have to have a look at the schedule. Missed them last night because it was too cloudy, but there's lots of activity up in the skies at the moment, so well worth looking out for. Cheers, everybody, and I will catch you on Sunday. Bye for now.